friends. Happy today. I am coming in here with a little download drop for you here in our group and now on my podcast on Apple and Spotify. So if you're listening there, thank you so much. If an episode speaks to you, please share it, follow. The more we can spread the love and light, that is my mission for us quiet, strong women who don't have to be the squeakiest wheel or the loudest person in the room, but who have passion and purpose and are just waking up each day trying to do better and better ourselves, our loved ones, and the world around us. So welcome today. My voice is a little scratchy, so bear with me. But I had a chance a couple weeks ago. It feels like a lifetime already. My husband and I got to take a trip away with a couple of our couple friend groups and left the kids behind. And now that they're getting a little bit older, it's getting a little bit easier, but they're still pretty young, 12, 10, and 6. But I had 10 takeaways from taking the trip and stepping away, and I just want to share them here. I think at least one will resonate with everyone. And the first one is that your marriage is worth prioritizing. I have learned this. I feel slower than a lot of people, but I have learned it. And if I can fast track you, it really does matter. Your marriage is important. Stepping away as a couple is important. And I get it can be super hard, especially when your kids are young and they need you, or if you don't have family near you. But whatever it can be, maybe it's a little date, maybe it's a walk away, maybe it's asking for help, which I'll get to. It really is worth prioritizing your marriage. Your marriage does matter. It is meant to be a priority. And like anything that matters, it takes time and pouring into nurturing and work. The second tip is, all right, mom guilt. Mom guilt is real. I still feel this every time I step away, whether it's by myself, which I'm going tomorrow to a retreat, or with my husband or whatever. We feel like we have to carry the weight of all the schedules, all the organizing. The kids, of course, sometimes give you a little bit of guilt because they're going to miss you. And so mom guilt is real, but it's good for everyone. It's good to miss each other. It's good for your kids to see you doing things for yourself in your marriage, because those are the relationships they're going to form when they're older. And you want them to be like, my mom and dad took time, to be with each other and to have a solid foundation for us. So I think, with all the mom guilt, it's just part of the deal. Don't let it derail you. And know, and I've learned this, as much as you plan, and no matter how organized and everything you think you have ready, someone's going to get the stomach flu or something's going to happen, and other people are equipped to deal with it. So, which brings me to number 3. Other people do want to help you. Even if you don't have family close. In this case, we actually drove our kids 6 hours away to the grandparents, who were so excited to have them. My kids had never spent time over with this set of grandparents. They usually always come to us, and they made a lifetime of memories. They had the best week. They did such special things, and I'm just so happy they had that opportunity. I know we, in our friends group, will watch each other's kids so they can get out on date nights or get away. And I know we don't like to ask for help, most of us, but people are willing to help. So maybe if it means asking someone to do a kid swap or asking someone to come and step in that you trust, other people are happy to step up, and it gives your kids great experiences with, again, loved ones, relatives, grandparents, if you have that opportunity, or just your own network at home. You'll be surprised. My next one is, it's important to step away as a couple, and I'm learning this because it's in the day-to-day. You're caught up in just the day-to-day, the shuffling of the kids. Our kids are super active right now in sports. Everyone's always kind of going every which way, and it just allows you to rekindle that friendship. I think that friendship is so important in a marriage. To be best friends, to be able to travel together. My husband and I love traveling. We travel really well together. I'm reminded of that, and just rekindle the passion and some romance when you're alone and you can get dressed up cute for dinner, or you have some time to sleep in. Like, that stuff is really important and really refreshing. Something else, the next 2 are kind of more about my own self, but the 5th one is, my morning routine is so important to my grounding and my day. And I have really, really built this up over the last several years. This is a big part of my Rise program, which I am starting a summer group if you're interested in that. But your morning really shapes your day. And I have found if I wake up on everybody else's terms, checking my social media, just waking up to the snooze button over and over, like I start my day in a reactive mode, and I don't want to be that way. I want to be centered and grounded. I want to be in spirit. And so even when I'm on vacation, my morning routine looks the same as at home. I get to actually probably sleep in more on vacation, but as far as spending time in journal, in prayer, in meditation, having some coffee. And my husband actually started doing this with me a couple of years ago. And even though we don't really talk while we're doing this every morning, pretty much, it's a time that we're both kind of grounding ourselves and we are together. And I just really appreciate how strong my morning routine is, because vacation can throw you off your routine. And I'm someone that I do well with structure and stability, and I still want to be able to go and have fun. And so that morning routine is super important to me, as is the next one, number 6, which is it is okay to step away by yourself, even when you're with a group. And actually, my trainer friend Lauren Avifit taught me this a few years ago on her vacation. I remember her going for a run every day by herself, and I'm like, huh, that is such a good idea. Like I would try to sneak in a routine when or workout when my family was around, or like be thinking about when can I do this. And what in reality, if I just take 20 to 30 minutes to go refresh my brain and move my body and get my wiggles out, I'm such a better person the rest of the day. So it's not selfish if you need a minute away, if you're on a family trip, if you're on a couples trip. It's okay to have that little bit of space. And I've learned to speak up for that, because I do need some like quiet time in my life. That is, I'm an only child. I have a very loud and full life, and I love it and appreciate it. But I've learned that I do need a little bit of quiet time to step away. And it's not a big deal if it's a couple 20, 30 minutes before the day gets going. So don't be afraid to ask for that. Number 7, back to being a couple. Again, adulting can be hard. Adulting can be full of responsibility, full of making decisions, full of doing a lot. And vacation reminds you, let me repeat this, you are still fun, my friends. We are still fun. We can still have fun. I think that's such an important lesson about stepping away. And especially if you have younger kids, like you're always worried about taking care of them and protecting them and getting them to all the things safely and making sure they're taken care of. That sometimes, I don't know about you, I can be like, I used to be fun. What happened to my fun side? So vacation, stepping away reminds you, you are still fun. You can have fun. Um, Number 8, you're going to have to miss something. I don't know about many people at this, whatever stage of life you are. To me, it feels like it just keeps getting fuller and fuller. Um, even look at our calendar trying to take our family trip to Maui this year. We're like, okay, we're going to have to miss this or that or this or that. And so there's never going to be a perfect time to step away where you might not miss something. And it's okay. There will be, I know this is a sacred, precious time where the kids are, if you're at that stage where your kids are in a lot of activities and sports, but it's okay if you're not at everything, or your kids miss a week of practice, or in this case, our son missed a soccer tournament. They were fine too. After it was all said and done, we got right back into it. There's been no shortage of sports in the couple of weeks since we've been back. So it's okay to miss something. Something's got to give. You don't get more time in your day. That is the same for your health and making any changes in your life. Something's going to have to go away for you to add that healthy habit. So just know that is okay. Number 9, like I said, we went with a couple groups of couples. We went with 5 other couples, and just so grateful for strong friendships and friends to do life with. I think that's really important at every stage of life. Like when we're younger, you're kind of thrown into your friend groups with school and with sports, and you're all in the same phase of life, and then move on to college. And then after college, everyone's kind of progressing at different levels as far as married, kids, not kids, moving. And so you really have to be a little bit more proactive in building friendships as adults into any age of adults. But I truly believe friends are so important in our lives, and friends that are going through similar seasons of life with you have, core values that match yours, that you can, lean on each other, pull each other up. And I was just so grateful that we had this amazing group of friends that we can take this trip across the country with together. And I just don't take that for granted, how we've worked really hard to have some good friends in our life, because it is a beautiful, beautiful gift. And 10, last but not least, life is short, my friends. We all know something can happen in an instant. Your world can be flipped upside down. Something devastating can happen. Life is short. Chase more sunrises and sunsets. Every day is a gift. Do the things that fill you up. I have created a life on purpose, my husband and I, by a lot of design and a lot of hard work, where time and freedom is our most valuable currency. I'm willing to give up a lot of other things so that my most valuable currency is time and freedom. And so if you jive with that, remember to take the trip, step away, fill your tank. It doesn't have to be a whole week across the country. Like I said, you can start small, you can start whatever works for you. But I know there was a point in my life where I just didn't even try. I would be like, it's too hard to step away. It's not worth it. And now that we're in the jam of being able to do that a couple times a year, it is such a big deal. So you are worth it. Chase those sunrise. Oh, I'm picturing that sunset in Florida. Chase those sunrise and sunsets. Live life. Do things that fill you with passion, that give you purpose, and keep going, keep growing. I am starting a 90-day Rise collective. Amazing. I just finished up the first one today. And this is a 90-day mentorship with a small group of women, all ages, all walks of life. I'll talk more about what the commonality is, that quiet strong, but I'm inviting 15 women to the table for this journey to, again, pour into your 4 kingdoms of health. That's your mind, your body, your spirit, and your emotions. And to, again, just fill yourself on a deeper level so that you can live the life that you are boldly meant to live. And it's all about serving others, being the best version of yourself, healing relationships. Again, all right, that's my topic today. I hope you enjoy this. Again, it's been super fun to have this over on the podcast too. And as always, I'd love your feedback. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook at the VFit Studio or Rochelle Jagers. And right now, this is in our women's hub. So I love you all. Keep going, keep growing. I'm here for you. I believe in you.